We've got over 500 vehicle tests on this channel, and almost all of them have headlight tests, so if you want to see how the lights on your vehicle work, this is the right place to be. Looks like we got ourselves a Mazda 3 hatchback to drive. We did a full week road test on this, a separate video, but here we're doing night drive and headlight test only. So let's get out in the dark and do it. It's dark enough. Let's check out these lights to see what they do. Look pretty bright to me. And here we are from the rear. Two nice large round ones on each side. Let's try the emergency lights, and they're buried in the rear taillight, so kind of hard to see if the red taillights are on. The ones on the mirror are not hard to see. Again, we have lights drowning out the emergency lights. Mostly works better if you turn off the headlights. Assuming you're not driving, you can put the emergency lights on, so might as well turn the headlights off. Unless, of course, you're driving. And even though the ones on the rear are dinky, without the taillights on, they're bright enough. So if you want to be seen, turn the taillights off. And the interior lights do a great job of lighting everything up inside the cabin. Even in the rear, but we'll be stepping in there a little bit later. Alright, let's see how the headlights work. That's what we're here for mainly, and have the low beams on them all 33 yards away. Fantastic, very bright, good height. A little bit lower on the left, which is not unusual. Let's go to high beam. Yes, sirree. Let's go out to around 70 yards. Good wide spread here. Wow. One of the widest I've ever seen. Go to high beam. Lighting up the whole side of the building. Not that we really need to go that high on the highway, but you won't miss any road signs with these headlights. Well, I was going to do the 100-yard headlight test, but some buddies down there in my way. Let's do it anyway. Screw them. Got the low beams on. Let's do the high beams. Yeah, got their attention. Reaches out. There are two things you need to know about the Mazda 3. Number one, if you have the deluxe model, it will come with the active headlight system, and that means when you're turning the steering wheel to the left, the headlights turn to the left, vice versa. That's for taking corners on mountain roads or parking lot. As I'll demonstrate here. Notice how the headlights are turning. Steering wheel left, headlights left. Great for taking corners. But the catch is, you have to turn them on. You do that by going into the info screen. If you don't do that, the active headlights don't work. In fact, there are a lot of people out there driving Mazda 3s right now that have this feature and don't know it because they've never gone through the menu. So if you bought one of these and you paid the extra money for the deluxe model, I suggest you go through and find the system because it works great. Number two, in all the previous Mazdas I've driven, we had the head-up display that gives information reflecting into the windshield, and on those you can only turn them off temporarily by going into the info screen. So the problem is, you turn the car back on and it's right back on again. You cannot turn these things off permanently, which means if you want to cut it off, you have to stick a sock down the hole or a black hat or something like that. Good news for 2024, that has changed. Right now I have the heads-up display. Right about to turn it off on the info screen. And now it stays off, gone forever. I'm glad Mazda was listening to our complaints, especially mine. They finally got it right. Thank you. There was one disadvantage, though, with the newer models, and that is they no longer have a disconnect switch for the auto-dimming mirror. I don't like auto-dimming mirrors in city traffic. I want to see everything that's around me, not a black piece of glass. No switch to turn this off, apparently. You could put a piece of tape over the sensor hole, though. So I guess we're stuck with this right now. No big deal. Like I say, a piece of tape will solve that. And almost forgot, when you turn off a lot of the so-called safety nannies, like the automatic braking, automatic steering, you get little orange warning lights. Now, that'd be fine to have a light to let you know it's not on, but why does it have to be the same color as the important lights, like the flat tire warning and check engine light? These should be a different color. And like I said in my daytime video, I'm not picking on Mazda here, all the manufacturers want to make these yellow or orange. They should not be this color. Because now if I ignore all the orange lights, I might not see the flat tire warning light or the check engine light, and that would not be good. But a black piece of tape over this will solve that problem, just like it solves the mirror problem. In fact, I should have done that earlier, but I'll do it tonight, after the video. It'll cover it up just like that. And since we're playing with all the knobs in here, here's what the screen looks like when you have the rearview camera on. And all the important dials and switches light up pretty good. I was going to do some dark, dingy street driving, but somebody's got a visitor on their roof. I hope that's a Halloween decoration. You should put that up for Christmas. Alright, let's get serious here. Alright, let's get back to the dark, dingy street test. I don't see any spooks or goblins. Well, the headlights did so well in all the other tests. Why even bother doing this? I know it's going to turn out pretty good. Really lighting up the street. Yes, these headlights are very impressive. Let's get on the highway, light up some road signs. Here's some right here. High beam. Low. And we got some more. Let's light them up. Ooh. Lit up everything, didn't we? Better shut it down to low. And low and high. Really lighting up the freeway here. No complaints at all. What to say, the Mazda passed the headlight test and night drive. No complaints from me. Time to wrap up this video. That concludes our headlight test and night drive. You want to see the full road test? Here's the link. Click and watch.